Vampires are, so the stories go, extremely difficult to kill, and so it's somehow appropriate that the same is true, but in reality, of predatory tax proposals. The Wall Street Journal. It is not unknown for a tax to begin life by being levied on the wealthiest sliver of Americans, but, over time, for it to catch more and more people in its web. As I wrote in March in response to a wealth tax proposed by, surprise, Elizabeth Warren, back to the Wall Street Journal, so the first hint of the future extension of such a tax is already there. The Wyden proposal affects a few hundred people, but the Biden administration contains 2 academics. It's always worth remembering that class warfare is primarily managed from within the elite, who had already proposed something similar for the top 0. % of households, still a tiny number, but the ratchet has to start somewhere. The authors of the Wall Street Journal report, Thomas and Richard Rubin, highlight other practical difficulties with such a tax. Translation: we need to stick it to the taxpayer. There are plenty of other objections to taxing unrealized capital gains and, writing back in 2019, David Bahnsen responded to an earlier, broader, millionaires and billionaires were to be targeted, Wyden proposal with a thorough demolition job here. I'd add this to what David had to say. A tax on an increase on unrealized, and, of course, possibly ephemeral, gains is only on the most stretched of interpretations a tax on income. In reality, it is a tax on wealth, and one thing that wealth taxes do is redefine the relationship between the individual and the state. To be sure, it is only a tax on a portion of a wicked millionaire's wealth, but, to repeat myself, the ratchet has to begin somewhere. As I tweeted here, that's not where we should want to be headed.